For more amazing stories like this, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
What if one ordinary night changed everything you believed about reality? What if the person you trusted the most was hiding something impossible? And what if the truth was never meant to be found? Because what you're about to hear is not just a story, it's a real event that still has no explanation. It was the winter of 2008 in a quiet town just outside Portland, Oregon, a place where nothing unusual ever happened. No crimes, no disappearances, no mysteries. At least, that's what people believed. Until the night Ethan Cole vanished. Ethan was 29 years old, a freelance photographer who preferred isolation over crowds. He spent most of his time capturing abandoned places, empty hospitals, forgotten houses, and roads that seemed to lead nowhere. People described him as calm, logical, and extremely observant. He didn't believe in ghosts. He didn't believe in conspiracies, but he did believe in one thing. Everything strange has a logical explanation if you look closely enough. That belief was the last thing he ever said. The last known night. On December 14th, Ethan told his sister he was heading out for a quick night shoot. Nothing unusual. He grabbed his camera bag, tripod, and his old flashlight. But before leaving, he said something strange, something that didn't make sense at the time. He paused at the door, turned around, and said, "If I don't come back by morning, don't look for me." His sister laughed it off. She thought he was joking, but Ethan didn't smile. The location. Ethan was heading toward a place locals avoided, an abandoned road known as Blackridge Path. It wasn't on most maps, and those who knew about it didn't talk about it. There were rumors. People said GPS signals stopped working there. Some claimed their watches would freeze. Others said they heard voices, not loud voices, whispers, calling their names. The first sign something was wrong. At exactly 2:13 a.m., Ethan sent a voice message to his friend Daniel. The message was only 11 seconds long, and for years, no one could explain it. This is what it said. "I think I found something. This isn't a road. It's repeating. I've passed the same sign 3 times. That's not possible." Then, silence. No more messages, no calls, no activity. The search. By morning, Ethan hadn't returned. His sister tried calling him. No answer. His phone went straight to voicemail. By afternoon, she reported him missing. Police launched a search team toward Blackridge Path. What they found made no sense. The car. Ethan's car was found parked on the side of the road. Engine off, doors unlocked, camera bag still inside. But one thing was missing. Ethan. The camera. Inside the bag was his camera, still powered on, still recording. What investigators saw on that footage was never released to the public. But one officer, years later, broke silence. He said, "I've seen crime scenes. I've seen things I wish I could forget. But that footage, that was different. It wasn't fear, it was confusion, like reality itself was breaking." The final frame. The last frame of the video showed Ethan standing in the middle of the road, breathing heavily, turning around again and again, as if something was wrong with the direction. Then, suddenly, he stops, looks directly at the camera, and whispers, "Someone is following me." But there was no one there. The detail that changed everything. When investigators checked the timestamps, they realized something impossible. The recording lasted 47 minutes, but the memory card only had 12 minutes of data. The rest was missing. Not deleted, not corrupted, just gone. And that's when things became even stranger.
because Ethan wasn't the first person to disappear on that road, and he wouldn't be the last.
The deeper investigators looked into Blackridge Path, the more it felt like the road itself was hiding something. Not just secrets, but patterns, the hidden history. Blackridge Path didn't officially exist on modern maps, but old county records told a different story. Back in the 1960s, the road was part of a small logging route used by workers deep in the forest. It was narrow, isolated, dangerous. And in 1967, something happened. Something that was never fully explained. According to archived reports, a logging crew of 6 men went missing over the course of 2 nights. No signs of struggle, no bodies, no clues. Just abandoned equipment and a truck left running in the middle of the road. Sound familiar? The case was quietly closed, marked as lost in wilderness, but locals knew better. They started avoiding the road completely, the pattern no one noticed. After Ethan's disappearance, a young investigator named Lisa Warren started digging deeper into old missing person cases. What she found was disturbing. Every 10 to 15 years, someone vanished near that same stretch of road. 2008, Ethan. Different people, different backgrounds, but all connected by one thing. They were alone, and they were moving at night. The unusual evidence. Lisa requested access to all recovered items from previous cases. Most of it was ordinary: clothes, vehicles, personal belongings. But a few things stood out. In 3 separate cases, investigators found watches, all stopped at the exact same time, 2:17 a.m. Not 2:16, not 2:18, always 2:17. Ethan's phone. Months after Ethan vanished, something unexpected happened. His phone briefly turned on for exactly 6 seconds. A signal pinged from somewhere near Blackridge Path. Authorities rushed to trace it, but by the time they arrived, nothing. No phone, no signal, no trace. It was as if the phone had appeared just to disappear again. The voice recording. Remember the 11-second voice message Ethan sent? Lisa had it analyzed. At first, it seemed normal, just Ethan's voice slightly panicked. But when audio experts enhanced the background, they heard something else. A second voice, very faint, very distorted, repeating a single phrase over and over. Turn back. The survivor. For decades, there was only one known person who claimed to have experienced Blackridge Path and made it out alive. His name was Mark Ellison. In 1991, Mark was 22 years old. He had driven down the road late at night after getting lost during a road trip. At first, everything seemed normal. Then, he noticed something strange. The same road sign kept appearing, again and again and again. No matter how far he drove, he couldn't leave. Mark's experience. Mark later described the experience in an interview. His words were unsettling. I drove for what felt like hours, but my gas didn't go down. My clock stopped, and every time I tried to turn around, I ended up back on the same stretch of road. Then came the worst part. I started hearing footsteps, but he was alone. The moment everything changed. Mark said that at exactly 2:17 a.m., his car suddenly shut off, lights out, engine dead, total silence. Then, a voice, not from outside, not from the radio, from inside the car, right behind him, whispering,
"You're not supposed to be here." How he escaped. Panicking, Mark did the only thing he could think of. He closed his eyes and counted, slowly, from 1 to 100. When he opened them, it was morning. His car was parked at the beginning of the road, engine running, as if nothing had happened. The detail that links everything. Lisa compared Mark's story with Ethan's footage, and she noticed something chilling. Both described the same thing: the road repeating, time behaving strangely, and a presence watching. The theory. Lisa came up with a theory that many dismissed as impossible. She believed Blackridge Path wasn't just a road, it was kind of a loop, a place where time didn't move normally, where people could get trapped, not physically, but somewhere in between. The unanswered question. If that was true, then where was Ethan? Was he gone? Or was he still there, somewhere on that road, walking in circles, trying to find a way out? And then, Lisa discovered something that would change everything. Something hidden in Ethan's camera footage that no one had noticed before.